Today, the Iowa State Board of Education met to formally approve regulations for the next school year. That includes approving education savings accounts, or ESAs, the school voucher program that would allow students to use public money for private school tuition. The program was already signed into law by Governor Kim Reynolds earlier this year. There will be a public hearing on ESAs on June 20th. And as Iowa prepares for its first school year with ESAs, we're learning how families can take advantage of this new program. Local 5's Mary Sugden joins us now with what we're learning.
I could not be more excited to sign this bill into law.
In January, Governor Kim Reynolds signed the Students First Act into law. A little over 3 months later, we've learned when and how families can apply. According to the governor's office, applications will be accepted starting May 31st. A link will be posted here on the Iowa Department of Education website. Families who qualify will have until June 30th to submit, something they'll be required to do every year if they want to remain eligible. If they're selected, they'll receive just under $7,600 per student per year to pay tuition and other costs. While the details are still being worked out, we know Odyssey, a New York-based company, is the vendor the state chose to run this ESA program. And for the families who are wanting to apply, a heads up, there will be some webinars offered once these applications launch again on May 31st. And if families want to receive more updates from the Department of Education, they can head to the website and sign up for email notifications on the Department of Education website anytime that information is added to that Students First webpage. Stephanie.
All right, Mary, thank you. Here's how Governor Reynolds has outlined the eligibility of her voucher plan. The first 2 years will allow kindergarten and public school students to apply for a voucher. In the first year, private school students at or below 300% of the federal poverty level will be eligible. Those at or below 400% will be eligible the second year. By year 3, though, all K through 12 students, regardless of income, will be eligible. The Department of Education also has started an analysis into how to consolidate its departments and programs in response to the government alignment law passed this session. No action has been taken yet, but in their monthly meeting, the department discussed, quote, internal changes and is collecting data from different entities under the Education Department, like Iowa College Aid and the state schools for the deaf and blind. The bill aimed to give Iowans a break when it comes to paying their property taxes is now law. Governor Reynolds signed the massive bipartisan legislation this morning. The law consolidates 15 existing tax levies into one general fund system and requires local governments to take surplus revenue from assessed values toward lowering their levy. Republican lawmakers estimate the total cut statewide to equal nearly $100 million. Today, the Iowa Legislature adjourned its historic session.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the House of Representatives for the first session of the 90th General Assembly of 2023 adjourn, sine die.
You've all heard the motion from the gentleman from Harrison. All those in favor shall say aye. Aye. And those opposed say no. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and the motion is prevailed. Sine die. The House is adjourned.
The legislative season brought several changes to the state, including banning gender-affirming care for transgender children, restructuring the state's government, and approving the school voucher program. Here's a look at when other recent sessions ended. Now, we didn't come close to last year's last day of May 25th. Even 2021 was a longer year, gaveling out on May 19th. 2020 was the pandemic, so lawmakers had a gap between March and when they returned for a while in June. 2019 was the last time the chambers adjourned in April, and that was before their pay even ran out.